Hello and welcome to the 17th Vindy Talks Yanks. I'm your host, Vincent LaRose, and to start today, I just got a new intro. It was made and edited by one of my best friends growing up, Mr. Giancarlo. So I will leave all of his information, his YouTube, his TikTok down below. He makes great intros. He can edit. He can make logos. Whatever you guys need, hit him up. He could do it for you. He did a great job. And today I would like to start a little beginning video trend where I go back and say something in Yankees history. So for today, I decided I picked out today in 1999, May 18th. Joe Torre makes his return from his battle with cancer. He obviously wins, and he makes his return, I think, 33 games into the season, and the Yankees go on. I think they win the World Series in 99. Maybe not. I don't remember. Probably. Yes, they did. But, cool thing in Yankees history for today, and congratulations, Joe Torre. 26 years ago to the day, he beat cancer, so makes his return from cancer. He beat cancer before that, obviously. But I'm going to wait to get into the obvious with the Mets series, so we're going to go back and start with the Seattle series. Yankees take 2 out of 3 in Seattle. They look great. Trent Grisham continues to hit. Cody Bellinger continued his hitting streak going. Aaron Judge popped a home run there. Julio Rodriguez on his third try finally robs Grisham, but Yankees look good and continued on. Went 4-2 on the West Coast trip, which is great. You generally want to play 500 ball when you go on the road or any West Coast trips. So to take 4 out of 6 in the series, go 4-2 on the trip is really good. So let's get into it. Obviously, the Yankees come back and get to play the Mets in Yankee Stadium with Juan Soto's return. Wow. Just wow. I think Yankees fans really gave it to Juan Soto, really showing him some great love out there in right field, turning their backs to him. I could hear the boos over the broadcast every single time he came to the plate. That's just what Yankee fans are. We showed you love and you left us, so you're going to get hate now, and it's going to be like that for the rest of your career. So at the end of the day, the Yankees do business. They take 2 out of 3 against the Mets, absolutely shutting Juan Soto down, making the top of the Mets lineup honestly look kind of silly. The big story of the series, truthfully, is Cody Bellinger, man. He continues his history going, tying his career high in 13 games today. He goes, I believe, 3 for 3, 3 home runs, I wish. A single, double, homer ended up being the grand slam to really seal the deal, and 2 walks. But he really showed up this series. He actually had the same amount of RBIs as the entire Mets team combined through the 3 games. So Cody Bellinger really going out there and swinging a good stick right now. Hopefully that continues, because Cody Bellinger had me a little bit worried. I thought we had another Alex Verdugo for a minute, but he really stepped up this series. He showed why he's a Yankee, and he will be remembered as a Yankee. Hitting the grand slam today was phenomenal. So another thing I want to get into is Max Fried really shoving today, just making the Mets lineup look silly. Not one of his greatest games, obviously. He given up 2 earned runs in 6 innings. I think he had 9 strikeouts at the end of the game, but striking out Soto twice, just absolutely dealing the series, and really helping us show that the Mets are still the little brother of the city of New York, I should say. Not the city, they're not in the city, they're in Queens, but it was really satisfying to watch. I know Mets fans are going to be out there, oh, this is your World Series, blah, blah, blah. We swept you last year, blah, blah, blah. Yo, we live in the present, and guess what? This is the present. I know Yankees fans go back to the 27 World Series all the time, blah, 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 whatever it is. But at the end of the day, look, if you want to go back in history, you want to go back in present, whatever it is, or come to the present, or speak in the present, I should say. The Yankees have 27 World Series wins. The Yankees have been to the World Series more than you guys have been to the playoffs. Yankees have more World Series wins and appearances since the year 2000, where we went against you guys and beat you guys in the World Series. We won in 2009. Eventually, we did lose last year, as we know. Yeah, cool. You guys took the Dodgers to 6 games. We took them to 5. Whatever. We both lost at the end of the day. But the Mets haven't won since 1986. 1986. The Mets have not won a World Series since 1986. It needs to really the whole big brother little brother conversation, in my opinion, is really stupid. You guys haven't proven anything. You haven't won all that At the end of the day, you go out on that field to win the World Series. Your goal at the end of the day is to win the World Series. So to sit here and call us and try to say we're the little brother when, for one, we made the World Series, we lost. But as I said, the goal is to win the World Series. Okay, the last time you went to the World Series, you got embarrassed by the Royals. At the time before that, you got embarrassed by the Yankees, and the time before that, you won in 1986. All right. It's been almost 40 years since you guys have won a World Series. This stupid little brother, big brother shit, it needs to stop. You guys are like the weird little cousin that sits in the corner of the tablet with his tablet at the family function. You're not even close to the Yankees. It's getting ridiculous at this point. Yes, you took Juan Soto. Were Yankees fans a little salty about that? Absolutely, man. Anybody's gonna be salty when their player goes to their crosstown rival. It happens. It's like just like Boston fans got salty when Johnny Damon went to the Yankees, man. It's just the nature of the sport. I get it. It's all friendly competition, and we love friendly competition. So it's quite enjoyable, honestly. But it is what it is. So I really want to get into Cody Bellinger, man. I want to talk about his recent games. He's hitting just over 350 in his hitting streak. He's been phenomenal. His defense obviously stays where it's at. He's played well, and it's really enjoyable to watch Cody Bellinger play right now. He's playing with fire, and he just really. I just would love watching him play the game right now. Love watching him on the field. So, Cody Bellinger, hats off to you, my good sir. You really are proving me wrong. I'm not saying all Yankees fans. I think most Yankees fans believed in him. I was really skeptical of him. Just, playing for the Cubs. It's not like the Cubs are a small market team, but I felt like at least you were out of the spotlight. You weren't in the spotlight of the Dodgers after winning the Rookie of the Year, after winning an MVP. You're out of the spotlight finally. You can calm down a little bit and play well. So, not that I necessarily didn't believe in him coming to the Yankee Stadium, but there was that little thing in me saying, well, we are paying this man $27 million, and I do hope he shows up. I hope it's not another Dodgers tour, but at his last 13 games at least, he's proved me wrong, and I want to be proven wrong in that scenario. So good for Cody Bellinger, man. I hope he keeps it up and keeps playing well. I know I released a little short video about it, but I wanted to talk about Cabrera real quick. In the Seattle series, taking that brutal injury. It's a little it's one of those where it's tough to watch. Cabrera gives his all every single day. Wow, my hat's messed up. Sorry about that. I need a new hat. But he gives his all every single day. He you can tell he loves playing baseball and he loves being a Yankee. So to watch a guy to get hurt like that, especially in a non-contact injury, just trying to go all out and get that extra run in the top. I believe it was the top of the ninth. It's just brutal to watch. So I know it's a fractured ankle. I believe he tore something in his ankle. I'm pretty sure they were saying that he's pretty much done for the season. He might make an appearance at the playoffs if we get that far. But it's tough. Not saying that it worked out because he never won an injury like that, but in a way it did. DJ comes off the IL the very next day. I personally believe they would have released Cabrera. I'm sorry, not Cabrera, Peraza. I don't know, honestly. I'm very torn on this. Obviously, they could have just sent Vivas down. He has options, but I thought they were going to release Peraza just because of the struggles so far. Even against lefties, he's not playing too well. Made another error today, actually, but that was beforehand. But it's just it's tough, man. So it's a little tough decision. It's tough to see a guy go out like that. But Cabrera continues to play and continues to get opportunities. So we hope it goes well. So next, let's get into DJ, man. Wow, DJ. Really didn't believe in you. Still kinda don't, truthfully. But it's really nice to see him get a home run against the Mets at home. You really could just see how pumped he was to hit that home run, as it's been a really long fight back, and it's a little bit heart touching in the sense of like you want to see a guy succeed like that. He's worked hard. He's worked hard. He just hasn't performed on the field. He got that big contract, and you're hoping he can live up to that contract, as he's really hasn't to this point. He was okay the first 2 seasons of the contract, but wasn't like he was the 2 seasons before. So I'm happy to see DJ. You could just see how pumped up he was around at first base. It's nice to see. He got another hit today. He's hitting over 400 on the season. I know it's only a couple games, but it's still cool to see. So I hope DJ continues to play well. He made a couple nice defensive plays as well. But I'm going to get into the little bit of confusion I have with the whole DJ scenario. So with Cabrera likely being out for the season, I don't see why you're not throwing DJ at third and Vivas at second. My assumption is when Jazz comes back in a couple weeks, he's going to play second base, and they're going to throw DJ at third. So I don't know why you wouldn't just give DJ the reps at third base as well. I'm not really sure what the thought process is there and what they're deciding to do. With Stanton coming back soon, I think the odd man out is probably going to be an infielder. I know that puts you in a spot where you don't necessarily have a backup infielder to that point. I don't know why I wasn't thinking this. Completely mistaken. But Pablo Reyes would have been released. I'm sorry. Pablo Reyes would have been released after DJ coming off the IL. But with the injury to Cabrera, Jesus Christ, I don't know why I'm blanking. But with the injury to Cabrera, it likely saved his roster spot. So I'm thinking now, as I read through that and realized the mistake I made, I'm thinking now as Stanton comes back off the injured list, likely Reyes gets released because you do have that extra infielder already. You do have a backup infielder. You have 3 infielders that can play. Well, you have 1 infielder that plays second and third. You have 2 infielders that can play second and third, and then you have 1 that can play short, second, and third. So I don't see a need for Pablo Reyes to this point, as he is also considered a backup outfielder, which I don't. They're obviously not going to throw Stanton in the outfield, but worst comes to worst, you do have that guy. But we already have 4 outfielders. So with that being said, I think in that scenario you keep Rice on the roster at least. I feel like they're putting him more into that mode right now, that pinch hitting role. I don't really know why he didn't get a start against the Mets. I know they won against 2 righties, so I don't know why he didn't get at least one of those starts against the righties. I know they really are trying to keep Dominguez in the lineup, especially against lefties, just to give him that reps, but I want to see Rice still play, I like the pinch hitting appearances. I felt like they were made at the right times as well. Aaron Boone did a good job with that this series, but you got to let the kid still play. Stanton's not back yet, so Stanton's going to get off days even though he's just a DH. He's just, so I really don't understand that there. Rice can still catch and play first base. I feel like there's still enough room for him, even with Stanton back, to play even at least 3-4 days a week. So I don't understand not giving him a start this series. Maybe it was matchups. Obviously, they probably know something I don't. But so that's that. But another roster move the Yankees made. They released Tyler Mastic. I'm sorry, I don't know why I was blanking on him. Was it Tyler Mastic? Yes, they released Tyler Mastic and bring J-Lo off. Why? I don't know why I'm blanking on names right now. But they bring Jonathan Loáisiga off the injured list. He looks so good. I miss Jonathan Loáisiga. I miss watching him pitch. He only pitched a couple games last year and then had to get the UCL repaired. But it's really nice to see J-Lo back and throwing. Oh my God, throwing darts, dude. Watching him pitch is insane, bro. He's one of my favorite pitchers to watch. Even when he came up as a starter, just the way his stuff moves, his changeup's nasty, just looks good. I know it needs to get the control down a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it. But they continue to look good, man. So we move up to 27-18 on the season, I believe. 27-18, if I'm not mistaken. 27-19. They are still first place in the division. 5 games up on the Red Sox. Oh yeah, Red Sox gonna win the division. Yeah, right. Yankees look good. Our division is weak. Orioles just fired their head coaches. They are in the last place. The Yankees, just as I've continued to say, need to stay consistent. They need to play consistent baseball, and they will not have an issue making the playoffs. The 1 seed is going to be tough. The Tigers look really good, and I think that's truthfully their competition. Coming into the Jesus. Sorry, it's really late tonight. It's 11:30 right now. I want to get this video in after the Mets game, but going into the playoffs, I think Tigers will likely be our best matchup. They played us well when we went against them a couple weeks ago, and they have probably one of the best. They probably have the best lefty in baseball, while we have the second best lefty. So it's gonna be tough, but as I say, I'm gonna preach this constantly. Consistent baseball is what the Yankees need. The Yankees need a consistent game. Like, they just need to play consistent. The pitching looks good right now. That was a huge worry for us coming into the season with all the injuries. So the pitching looks good. The lineup continues to hit. The bottom half of the lineup still kind of worries me a little bit. Volpe and Wells look lost at the plate. Wells did get a huge double today, so I think the numbers on him still look well enough to where you're not so worried about him. But Volpe, just his situational hitting is awful, dude. I mean, so bad. He came up with the bases loaded twice tonight. All right, first at bat, guy walks. You get 2 walks and an intentional walk ahead of you to load the bases. You swing out of the first pitch and ground out to short. Aggravating. Second at bat, you work the count well, and then you swing at 3 straight balls to strike out. I mean, it looks like he's afraid to go down looking, which it looks like he's scared in a sense, and you can't be scared, especially going against some of the best pitchers in baseball. So I think he'll be all right. But Dominguez is staying hot, so we shouldn't. The bottom half of the lineup just needs to round itself out a little bit better. But that's pretty much what I got for this one. I'm gonna make it nice and quick. It's late. I know really what everybody wanted to hear about was the Mets series. It's nice to see the Yankees beat the Mets, the little brothers of New York. Not the big brothers. As I said before, the little weird cousins that sit in the corner with the tablet at the family function, as I like to say, because they are not even coming close to the Yankees. They have a better record. They played bad teams for 75% of the season so far. But that'll end it today. Again, if anybody's interested in any editing, whatever it is, logos, whatever, hit my friend Giancarlo up. I'm going to leave all his stuff in the description. He did a phenomenal job on the intro, and that'll do it for today. Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Go Yankees.